Hello, I'm Claire Yule, owner and physiotherapist at Sussex Physio Pilates. The videos we've produced with Allergy Therapeutics are mainly Pilates based, so this video is just a short video on the basic foundations of Pilates. So we're going to start thinking about those basic Pilates principles, and we're going to think of our core first of all. So if you stand and put your hands on the sides of your pelvis and just imagine that your pelvis is a bowl. Let your knees go soft, ground the inside edges of your feet and the outside edges of your feet, and then gently just tip the bowl backwards and forwards. And see if you can come to a place where you feel that the bowl, if it was full of water, would be level. Now we're going to think of bringing in our core muscles. And our Pilates core is our deep abdominal muscles and also our pelvic floor. Now if we take a big breath into our tummy, you'll find that perhaps you'll feel that your pelvic floor will lower, perhaps you won't, don't worry if you don't. And as we breathe out, then we have an opportunity to really engage up your pelvic floor and this deep core muscle, which can often feel like you're pulling the drawstring of a pair of joggers. So just practicing that again with the pelvis bowl in a neutral position, and then a big deep breath into the tummy, and as we breathe out, we're drawing up the pelvic floor, which can be a drawing up, a sucking up action, and feeling like we've got that drawstring working here. And if you go to your hip bones and go in slightly and down slightly, you can often feel a tension there, like a little trampoline of tension. So with that muscle engaged, we then think of breathing into the sides of the ribs. Now we don't want to hold this muscle continuously, but when we're doing an exercise, we do want to hold it. So with that muscle engaged up, we then think of our lateral breathing into the side of the ribs. And you can just imagine that you're breathing in and out through your armpits. That works well. Okie dokie, so we're going to challenge that posture with just some arm movements. So I'm going to come out of it, then I'm going to come back, feet hip distance, pelvic bowl to neutral, breath into tummy, breath out to engage up my Pilates core, and then hold in that position there as I'm breathing here laterally. I'm going to take my arms up, breath in up, and then a breath out down. Just practicing holding that position, holding your pelvic bowl in that neutral mid position as you're moving your arms. And you can practice with the arms out to the side, and you can practice in holding that, keeping that core engaged while you do a scissor arms as well. Okay, so let's challenge that principle down on the mat. So in Pilates, we have what's termed the rest position, and that's our good posture position lying down. So with a small head pad, you may need a little bit more of a cushion. We make sure that the back of the neck is long, so the chin is down slightly. We relax our rib cage, we have our feet and knees at hip distance, and then we're going to think of that pelvic bowl again lying down. Now often we may lay down with the back a bit too arched, so perhaps just drawing up that deep Pilates core, pelvic floor, we can feel it there again, so that I can only get my fingertips under my low back. So with this core engaged, I'm going to do an exercise called hip twist 1, which is a challenge to the core. If I don't have my core working and I take my leg out to the side, then the right side of my back is going to lift up. So I want to try to control that with my core. So back to the rest position there, breath into the tummy to prepare, breath out to engage up the core, and now my left leg's going out to the side, but because I'm holding my core in, the right side of my back's staying down. I breathe in to come back in. I breathe out, right knee goes out. So I'm imagining under the left side of my back I've got a grape, or something like that. You can imagine you're holding down gently. So this is hip twist 1. Breath in back, drawing up that core, breath out to the side. Now it's important that you don't hold tension. Often we can be concentrating with these exercises. So just always do a quick body scan. Is your neck nice and long? Also is your face relaxed and your shoulders relaxed? And then we can challenge that core in a different position. Breath in there for one leg stretch. I breathe out and slide a leg long. Again, making sure my low back isn't arching. Breath in, back in. Breath out, slide in the other leg long. And I'm imagining there's a set of tracks, or maybe some wider double yellow lines that I'm just sliding my heels along and then back up. Keep your breath flowing, keep your core engaged. And coming back up and then relaxing everything. And often if you're starting out with Pilates, just to give your knees a good hug, your back a good rock, just remember to relax in between and not hold tension. Okay, now the final basic Pilates exercise I just want to go over is a single tabletop. And this, we bring in a lot of the exercises, and this is called scissors, this exercise. So breath into the tummy to prepare. Breath out to engage up that pelvic floor, draw in that drawstring, feel that core working, invisible grapes under the low back. And now breath in, knee above hip. This is a single tabletop, knee above hip. A breath out, down, floating down gently. Breath in, other knee above hip. Breath out, floating down. Thinking of wide collarbones, long back of neck. And really doing our movements with precision, control, but also make them flow in, working from a stable core. Okay.